that you have to eat half the volume of your stomach with solid meals, and 1/4 of your stomach should be filled with liquids, and 1/4 of it should be left for the gas and also digestive enzymes and doshas to be secreted into the stomach for the process of digestion to happen. So don't eat until you have a burp. So in the process of digestion, you might get a burp, and if you have overeaten, you might get more burp, like even reflexes. Right?
How about drinking?
About what? What is the question?
Drinking?
Mm-hmm.
When it's not digested, everything, when there's not a clear,
Mm-hmm.
are you allowed to drink?
Yeah, you can drink. You can drink, but not. You can drink, water, not milk or
No
juice,
coffee.
no shakes, no.
Okay. This one.
Yeah, especially when the stomach is not clear, right? So, so we are speaking about different types of Agnis and how to feel your Agni and eat accordingly, right? So when you have a Tikshna kind of Agni, you can eat bit more, right? And usually you are recommended to drink some water before you eat when you have very strong hunger. Right? When you have a very strong hunger, if you are a real pitta person and you have a lot of hunger, like feeling like, then what you do? You drink one or even 2 glasses of water before you start eating, so that the horsepower has become like a rabbit power. You eat with that state of pulling, to avoid overeat. So drinking will calm down the fire. So that means Mandakni should not drink before eating at all. Right? Sama, when your digestive fire is good, then you can drink sips of water during eating. While eating, you drink sips of water. Yeah, that's not a true concept. This is what I said. You have to fill your stomach with half the volume with solid food and 1/4 the stomach with liquid food. That means you have to take. You can either have a liquid with the in the food, like for example soup, right? Or if you are having only solid food, then you have to take liquid like water or something, right? While eating, too, because you see your stomach content has to be churned by the stomach like a blender into a semi-solid state. So if you are only eating dry solids, then your stomach has to secrete a lot of water and mucus, and the whole process of stomach digestion gets very difficult, right? So, but when you have Manda Agni, that means already your stomach has a lot of kapha and water, liquidity. Yeah? Then don't drink anything with it because you already have enough mucus and liquidity in the stomach already, right? So this is how the story of drinking with them. So you eat and drink according to your Agni. Hmm? Now, you see that your fire is under the control of your doshas. Now, I'm coming to an important topic before I switch off my mic. which I have already said few times. It's only for the few people who are new. The whole balance of your body is dependent on Agni, the fire. Why I'm saying this is, as I said before in another class, there is an overemphasis of listening and caring to the doshas, especially in the West. Your care is for whom? Fire. The care should change now. The focus should change. It's called Deepa Paripalana Niyama. It is said by Charaka. See, protecting your life is as good as maintaining the fire, maintaining a lamp. So you don't want too much of wind because yeah, it makes the fire unstable. Now you should have to start thinking like this. This is a big shift in your thinking process. So your concern is fire. It's not to tell others, now I have a balanced vata. See? The balanced vata is for balanced burning. Externally, burning something outside, a wood or a leaf or a grass or something, is chemically is the aerobic oxygenation of organic molecules. Is how the chemistry would look at it. Burning. It's oxygenation. Aerobic, in the presence of air. So we know that, like, if there is no air, there is no burning. Is it not? You know it. In small classes, you have this experiment, right? You have done this. You light a candle and then put a glass on top of it, and once you have done it. That's right. Yeah. This is how now you cupping with it, huh? You do the cupping practice because you create vacuum, right? The flame will use the oxygen inside the glass, right? Once the oxygen is gone, the flame will go away by itself because flame can only exist when there is oxygen. It is aerobic oxygenation itself. It's oxygenation, using oxygen. And when the oxygen is gone, fire will go, and inside the glass there is vacuum because it has used this oxygen. And that principle is used for cupping in Chinese medicine, right? We create vacuum with that. So what I'm telling, for fire to burn, who is needed? Water, air is needed. Without air, there is no fire. So why we need a balanced vata? Because we want to have a balanced burning. Kapha is like the oil in the lamp. Sita is almost like the thread which transforms the kapha into the fire. Right? So maintaining healthy life is as good as maintaining an oil lamp. Said by Charak. So Vata Pitta Kapha, you balance to according to how your fire is. Right? So the focus is on the fire. I repeat that statement from Charaka again, that death is nothing but the destruction of fire. Death is nothing but the destruction of fire. Shante Agneya. And if you can keep your digestive fire and fires intact without getting disturbed, you will live forever. Yutte chiram jivati anamaya. How? Anamaya, with no disease. You will live forever with no disease. Yutte chiram jivati anamaya. Yogi syad vikrite. When fire is imbalanced, you become sick. Yogi syad vikrite. Moolam agnis tasmat vichare. Hence, I understand that fire is the root of life, of your existence. So you care your fire, right? You don't want your fire to be Vishama. You don't want your fire to be Tikshna. You don't want your fire to be Manda. But you want your fire to be Sama. Right? So our efforts, our focus is on the fire and to make a nice burn. Right? When the fire is burning nice and giving you enough light and enough temperature. When slow burning, you feel heavy. Oh, when sharp burning, you feel burning. Oh my God. And disturbed, you become shaky and you become disturbed and restless. Huh? Flickering. So you should start feeling your fire and eat accordingly, drink accordingly, breathe accordingly because it's oxygen, huh? Oxygenation. And exercise accordingly, sleep accordingly, so that you have a nice burning. You have a long fire, right? So fire is life, physically, right? Maintaining the fire, maintaining the samadhi, by maintaining the doshas, right? We know pitta has more emphasis in the process of digestion, but without samana, there is no pitta. When pitta to move and come to the location, vata is needed, right? So this is the importance of this sutra. We understand doshas control the fire. Doshas can suddenly influence the fire and make the whole metabolism imbalanced. And that is how it starts affecting the whole pathology. So most of the time, in almost all the internal pathologies, at first Agni is affected and the metabolism is changed. And that is what is transforming into various pathologies. So if you can maintain the fire, the moment it starts becoming Manda or Tikshna, back to Sama, you can avoid any kind of disease. Because all internal pathologies, not external pathologies, all internal pathologies begin from influencing the fire. Right? So always be watchful. Keep a CCTV and set an alarm for any change for your changes in the digestive fire. Have a nice day ahead. Namaste.